I'm Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. It's great to be in front of you today giving my icebreaker. The icebreaker, the first speech of the Pathways Project. The icebreaker is supposed to be a speech where the member introduces themselves to the club. However, I've been part of this club, I think, going on 3 years. We're all familiar faces. And so in preparing for this speech, I thought I'd give a little synopsis between the old legacy program and Pathways. As you might know, I've been giving a lot of speeches the past few months. I try to give at least a speech a month. I have one speech left in the Entertaining Speaker manual. That'll be the second manual completed for my Advanced Communicator Bronze Award. So I can get not only the CC, but the CCB, which I guess will be going away soon.
Yep.
So in starting the Presentation Mastery Pathways, I think it is, looking back on what Toastmasters has done for me, I came up with 3 areas, and they all have C's to be alliterative. Comfortable, confident, and creativity. Toastmasters has made me feel more comfortable. That's the purpose of Toastmasters, to get up here, be comfortable speaking, and learn by doing. Become familiar with your voice casting through the room. Be familiar with the way your gestures look in the room. Be familiar with how you have to cater your speech if you're giving to a smaller crowd like this, or perhaps a larger crowd at a contest. Become comfortable by practice and using notes efficiently. You can see I brought a little crib sheet up here. I've learned that from Brandon. My first couple speeches, I wrote out an essay. Having 500 words on a page, you can't use that effectively as notes. However, briefly, bullet point, a little crib sheet helps you out. Secondly, confidence. I think this is by far the biggest improvement that Toastmasters have given me. Just the confidence to come up here, say, I can prepare a speech, put a date on the calendar, and come up here and present something. What I like is the confidence I get from the program that Toastmasters has developed, both in the written manuals here and then in the pathways. You don't feel like you're going it alone. They walk you step by step on how to write a speech, what you're writing your speech about, some things you can work on, and with the evaluations, you can build upon your past speeches and improve, use that feedback to become better. And this environment is very encouraging in building up of confidence. You have a lot of people that are here for the same reasons that you are to become better, to improve themselves, and that is an environment that is confidence building. And lastly, creativity. I think Toastmasters has fostered my creativity. I've given speeches on topics that I didn't think much of, or I got deeper into, but I thought, this is interesting, I could probably do a speech on this. So I'd go and do a little bit more research and make it into a speech. I think that is exciting. And also, in these manuals, I did a couple speeches in the humorous speech manual. And that is interesting to draw on stories and humor from my personal life, but then also go and find humor from news stories, or give a speech that, I think last year around election time, I gave a speech that was on a topic and had a Q&A portion at the end of the speech. That is something that stretched my abilities and was fun for me. And lastly, under the creativity, speech contest. How fun and creative is that to have a contest where people can have some healthy competition and spur one another on to become better speakers, better versions of themselves. They don't have the trepidation of not being comfortable, not being confident, and not being creative. So I'm excited to start the Pathways project. I think it is fitting that I'm giving my icebreaker speech for the Pathways project, and in a couple weeks I'll be giving my final speech on the Legacy program to start off a new chapter in Toastmasters.
You can get 1 minute on the timer. We'll do evaluations.